Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to talk about a cool new literal device from Rolling Square. If you guys don't know, I've been working with Rolling Square for a couple years, a few years at this point. They make really cool, intuitive items. They solve problems. They are a tech company, I would say. So, not necessarily knife related, but definitely EDC related. I've found their products super helpful, whether it's their Tau charger that's super tiny, you can just keep in your car. And whenever you need a little power boost on your phone, you have it. You can also attach that to your keys, and then just it comes with this thing, and you can hang it on your wall and just magnetically hang it up every night. It's pretty cool, but it's not the way I was using it. But they also have these cool tracking devices. They're like air cards, and they are very useful. I've had this one. This one's called the Air Card, and sorry, they're like Air Tags from Apple. And I've had this Air Card now for a couple years, at least two, and it's still going. We can test it out here in a little bit, make sure it's still working, but doesn't have a replaceable battery, but that battery's supposed to last about 2 years. It's I'm pretty sure it's into the third year at this point, which is cool. But they have this for the wallet. That was their first sort of AirTag like item. Now they have the AirNotch Pro, which is cool. And they're coming out with another one. I'll show you guys that whenever I get it. But we're going to talk about this AirNotch Pro. So if you're not familiar with Rolling Square, check them out. I do have a link. I'll put it in the description down below and the comments. And I have a discount code that gets you 20% off. So LeftyEDC 20 will knock 20% off of the price, which is really nice. So use that. Helps the channel, helps you guys, helps them. It's a win-win-win-win. And let's get into it. So AirNotch. This goes on your keychain, and I'm pretty sure they come with this, but mine came with this tool, and it also came with this lanyard, which is really nice. Now, I'm not a big lanyard guy, but you can utilize this a couple different ways. And it came with this sticker here, which essentially takes you to a digital business card. So if you ever lost this, which was attached to your AirNotch Pro, someone can track you down and get it back to you, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you will be able to track it yourself using the features in here, but I thought that was interesting. So they set it all up where you scan this QR code and it takes you to a page that has I set this up for me, obviously, so it says LeftyEDC. You can add different things. So I have call me, I have email me, I have a website link, I even have a link to my link tree in case somebody who finds this on the side of the road wants to use my affiliate links. This lanyard also has a cool feature of how it disconnects. So it has this little handle here, and then you'll see this is like a little button or whatever. You pull that up, and then it comes apart like that. So then you have this piece here, or maybe you just want to rock this. You know, you want to have your AirNotch on the lanyard, or you want to have it like this. You can do that, and then this thing has that QR code on it. It comes with a sticker that I put on, so you could put this sticker somewhere else if you want to. You could put it right on here. You could do whatever you want. Or if you don't like the lanyard, even though I think it's super cool and it's kind of fun, like the mechanism's kind of fun. Let's see if I can get it back together. I just got to remember how it works. Goes, you got to lift this up, I think, right? Do I have it upside down? Is that why? No, there you go, yeah. It's easier than it looks when I do it. So you just drop it in. It's magnetic, too. So it's super, like it wants to attach. And then it's not coming apart any which way. unless you tug this guy up, and then it comes right off. Pretty cool. So that's the lanyard you could attach to it, or you could just add this to your keys. You could just throw it in a bag. You don't even need the key ring, right? The reason why it's this shape is it has these two speakers, and they are really good. It's supposed to have the loudest sounds in its category, so AirTags, other devices like it that have Find My capability. This one's supposed to be the loudest of them. I think if I double tap this, it'll just make a sound. You can hear that. We'll test the ringer on it if we pretend we lose it. It has some other cool features like glow in the dark. So all of these sort of greenish white strips right here are glow in the dark. So they figure if you lost this somewhere that's dark or whatever and you can't use the sound for whatever reason, you have that extra ability to search it there. It is not tritium. That would be crazy expensive. So it does need to be charged. I tested it in the dark, and I left it in there for about 20 minutes, and I could still see it. It obviously wasn't as bright as it was when I first charged it, but I'm pretty sure that it would stay actively glowing for quite a while. Otherwise, what's the point, right? If you threw this in a bag, it's going to be in the dark most of the time. So if it doesn't hold that charge for a little while, then it's kind of useless unless they figure it's going to be on your keys. And so it'll be exposed to daylight and then you'll put it in the bag. I don't know. But I'm going to assume that luminous material will glow for a while and the daylight obviously charges it. So that's pretty cool. I'll try to include a little video just showing what it looks like glowing. It came with this tool right here. Let me move the Air Card. They do have an Air Card Pro now, by the way, if you like this form factor better. And I think that one you can replace the batteries, but it might be a little thicker. Well, this thing's great. I keep it in my Topo Designs bag. When I go to like Blade Show or go on vacation, I have it in one of these sections here. And then if I ever lose my bag or something like that, I'd have the ability to track it. Now, this is Find My, and it also comes in Android or Google Find My, whatever that's called. So if you go to their website, these are $39. I think they're like $39.50. You can also bundle two together for, I don't know, $65 or something like that. And the black ones are Apple, and then there's a white one you can buy as well. And that one is for Google/Android. So if you're an Android user, don't despair. You could still use this product. You would just get the Android version of it, which is cool. So it came with this little multi-tool here, which is pretty cool. You got a little ruler, a couple of notches, a little Phillips head here, I suppose a bottle opener. But you can use this piece right here, and that'll let you get into the battery compartment. And you just give it a little turn, and you can open that up. The batteries sit in there nice. It does come with a piece of paper hanging out that says, please remove. Don't pull on it. That's what I did. I pulled on that paper. It's just going to rip the paper. It is not going to pull it out. So you need to remove this cover and take the two batteries out, and then put this piece put the batteries back in once you get that paper out, and then put this back on, give it that little quarter turn, and it's back locked in. And the reason they do that is these batteries will give you about 20 months of life. So a normal AirTag, as far as I understand and based on their website, will last about a year, I think it said. This will last 20 months. So that's with two batteries, and you can replace these batteries. They're 2032s, I believe, CRs. You can replace the batteries in an AirTag as well. This is going to be a little bit thicker and longer, I believe, than an AirTag. So obviously that's preference, but this one's going to be louder. That's kind of the idea here, and maybe a little more rugged. It can withstand some impacts. It is IP68 rated, so it is dust resistant and whatnot, and it is waterproof to a certain degree. I think it's like 1 meter, and then there's a duration or something. You can look up once IP68 rating. It's on their website. But I did want to test that. I have a little bucket of water here, so we're gonna drop this bad boy in there and see how she does. But first, let's test it out, right? I'm gonna show you on my phone here now. I am not going to show you my address, hopefully. So I've covered this up with a little label, and I'm hoping that will pretty much keep that hidden. I just didn't want to, have that stuff showing. Now I think this right now is showing the AirNotch or the air card. So I'm going to hit play sound. And I got a little alert. It went off. A lot of stuff going on here. And then it turned off. Now let me go to the AirNotch. Sorry, I'm just trying to be extra careful. I don't want to dox myself. So I have the AirNotch Pro. This is that flash tag. I did a video on that if you're interested. You can see the battery's low, but that's a flashlight. You can charge it via USB-C anytime you want. I think it's just sitting over there on my shelf, and the battery is pretty low. That's kind of weird. But I need to remove that before I give it away, I guess, huh? Anyway, Kev's AirNotch Pro. Boom. Click on that. And we're going to play sound. And you can hear how much louder that is. I mean, that's impressive. I would say this probably sounds similar to the AirTag, right? Which we heard. And then this, again. That is stupid loud, in my opinion. And if you want to add it to your iPhone, what you want to do is you can do this. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can take the packaging. When you pull it out of the packaging, there's a little QR code here. This is going to take you to the instructions, which will show you exactly how to add it to Find My. It is stupid easy. You literally just pull up the Find My app, and then down here in this corner is a little plus sign. You tap on that. You'll hit Add Accessory. You don't select AirTag because this is not a licensed AirTag. Hit Add Accessory or Other Accessory, and then it will search for it. As long as you took the paper out and you powered this on, which you do by holding down this button for 5 seconds once you remove the batteries or remove that paper and reinstall the batteries. You'll then hold this down for 5 seconds and it will make a sound that it turned on. Then you would go to the plus sign, search for it. It's going to pop up and say AirNotch Pro, and then it'll let you change the name and choose an emoji or whatever, and you can save that. Very, very easy. And I will show you what the business card side of this looks like. Just got to peel this label off my phone because for some reason I decided that was the way I should cover up my phone. So what you would do is this itself does not have that business card on it. So, we're kind of putting two things together here. But you can see right here is this QR code. So I find this laying on the street and I grab my phone, put it up to the QR code. Gotta get it pretty far away, I feel like, is usually how I gotta do it. And then it'll search for it. Of course, it doesn't want to do it right now. Why would it want to do it right now while I'm making a video, right? I don't know why it's being weird. Usually this just works right away. It'll scan QR codes. Oh, maybe it's upside down. Let me try that. Wow. That helped a little bit. There it goes. So I had to just hold it at a certain angle. Anyway, that'll bring you here. It'll take you right here. And now I have this set up. And I can hit call me, and it'll call my cell. I can hit email, and I can email. Website will take you to the Divo website. I have my Instagram, my YouTube. I have my Linktree. And then you can also add to contacts. So if you use it as a business card, right, like the one on the Air card, now you can hit add to contacts, and boom, you got that person added. So if you're at Blade Show or something, you don't need a bunch of business cards. You can just be like, here, scan this, which is pretty cool. You see if I hit YouTube here, take you over to my YouTube page. You guys should definitely subscribe to the LeftyEDC channel. So that's pretty much a rundown of it. You can turn this off. To do that, you would tap it 5 times quickly. 1, 2, whoa. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hear that sound? It is off now. So if I double tap, it's not going to make a sound because it is off. To turn it back on, you hold down for 5 seconds. It is back on. The way you can tell it is back on is double tap this, and it makes a noise to let you know that it is good to go. Now, let's test out that water rating. Let's see how she does. If it was pool season, hey, I wonder how good that magnet is. If it was pool season, I would definitely chuck it in my pool for you guys. But it is not. It is March. You know, but I'm trying to simulate like, oh shit, my bag fell in the water, or my keys fell in the water. Oh no, I slipped again. And my keys fell in again. Ah, I got them out. Cool. Oh no, my dog kicked them in. But basically, I don't think it's meant to stay submerged for like a long period of time. I think it's just meant to take a quick submersion or something like that, where you fall in and then you get out, you know. So let's see. Still works. It is a little quieter, I think, probably because there's water in there. I could blow it out. We can test it. I'm going to grab my Find My. Again, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to dox myself. It has your address right there when you do it. So, still plays sounds. Let's see what it sounds like underwater. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. Now, I also have the option to do directions, so it can tell me where it is. Obviously, it's with me, so it just shows it at my house. Now, one thing to note is it does not have precision Find My, but it is pretty good. I mean, I'm looking at it right now on my app, which again I can't show you, sorry, because I doxed myself. But it literally shows it in the corner of my house where I am. Like, my office is in the back left corner of the house, and it's putting the dot right there. I don't know if that's just coincidence that it's getting that right or what. But it's doing a pretty good job of it. So you're not going to know what floor or anything, but you would at least know where it is. Now, how important is precision Find My, right? Because I feel like that's an important question when it comes to these products, because a lot of people think, well, it doesn't have precision or precise location, so I'm just gonna get a Apple AirTag, right? And I understand that thought process for sure. And of course, precision is better. But for the most part, when we lose something, it's at a place we know, and it's, you know where you were in that place. It's just a matter of knowing where the heck, what location it's at. So for example, if I have this in a bag or something and I leave it at work, well, I get home and I'm like, shit, where's my bag, right? And I do the lookup and it shows the address of my work. Well, I'm gonna know when I get there that I left it at my desk. It's not gonna be somewhere like hidden under another desk in an office random, you know what I mean? Where I have to like precision track it to the inch. If you leave something at home, pretty obvious. Oh shit, I left it at home. If it's in an airport, you probably just need to go to the baggage place for the airline you use, etc. Right? Stuff like that. So I think these are still super useful even without the precise location, but it is definitely something to note because some people will see that as a deal breaker. But I think for 39 bucks or something? Or was it 36? I can't remember, sorry. It's linked down below. Make sure you follow that link. Use the discount code LeftyEDC20. Even if you don't want one of these, they have some amazing stuff at Rolling Square. They have the Air Card. They have all different types of, they have wall chargers. They have the world's smallest 65-watt GAN charger. They have their charging cables that I love, where both ends have a bunch of multi applications. They come with these adapters on here. I don't know why this one's gone. I think I took it out so it would fit into something easier. But it has USB-C, and then it goes to a USB Lightning, or to a Lightning cable, and then the other side has USB-A and then a USB-C. So you have all those options in one, and then there's a magnet, so you can magnetize them together. There's keychain sized ones, there's 10-meter long ones, there's 1-foot ones, there's all different sizes, shapes, and they just have a lot of cool stuff that in my opinion, solve real problems. They make your life easier when it comes to tech. So check out Rolling Square. I do believe they have another product like this, a different shape or whatever it is. And I think they're sending me that as well. And I asked to check out some of their chargers. So assuming I get some of that in, I will make a video on that as well. What else did I want to cover before I wrap this up? I think that was pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But if you're looking for a Apple AirTag type situation for your iPhone or your Android, the AirNotch Pro from Rolling Square I think is a really cool option. I know I'm gonna probably drop this one in my daughter's backpack. I think that's what I'm gonna do. You know, she's 4 years old. She goes to daycare every day, but why not? Probably a good idea. Throw an AirTag type thing in her bag. So that's probably what I'll do with this guy. But you could buy them in 2-packs for 60 something. You could get a bunch of them. You know, you could put one in each kid's backpack, put one or lunchbox or something. Put one in your bags when you go places. Put one in your car. Put one in your range bag. Put, you know, whatever you want to do. But I think they're a really good product to have around. It's nice that you can swap the batteries out. It's nice that they last 20 months in here. It's nice that it's really loud. It's nice that you can chuck it in water and it doesn't matter. I wonder if this thing will survive. Probably not, but I chucked it in there anyway. Let's find out if that one's waterproof. Whoops. Let's see. Air card. It works. Look at that. That sucker's waterproof too, I guess. Alright, maybe not. We just found out though. So, very cool stuff that these can withstand most things. I'm sure you could beat on them a little bit. I don't happen to have a hammer here, so I don't think I'm going to sit here and destroy one of these. But I do have this paddle. It's actually pretty decent wood. Just, you know, a couple whacks. We'll call it a spine whack test on the AirNotch Pro here. Let's see, did it survive? Hey, it was soaking in the water, and then it got beat to death, and it's still kicking. So, I like it. I think it's cool. AirNotch Pro, Rolling Square. Shout out to them. Love you guys. Check out that link down in the description, and hit me in the comments. Catch you guys later. Peace.